Hello everyone. Today we are excited to share a small essential project I created on my space logistics startup. The goal of my project is to develop function and handle the time management tasks. So yeah, so this actually topic calculates rocket landing times and estimating the delivery of duration. So I'm building the foundation of my project logistics company writing Python functions where that handles critical schedule tasks. And then this function actually has the daytime model to perform essential operation of time management and also formatting times in stamps. So calculating the rocket landing times and estimating the delivery of the duration. So this is what I did. So and also this is the macros of that I wrote for my project where I had a format data and that actually I use Unix time to convert into readable datetime and also used string-based beside formats where I use parameters and the steps that I use are to convert it. I converted the time span into a datetime using datetime dot from stamp. But also use the from format of this datetime object into string using srtime and provided and obtaining datetime format. The example that I actually give you is like I use a calling the format of 1544 and also they use the return of has a 30 of 12 2017. That's the example of that I use. So the second thing that I use to do my project, I use also calculate the landing time where the function I use for my project is when a rocket will land on Mars and has a late launch date based on the expected travel duration, where I had a parameter, the rocket of launch date and time of daytime travel duration, travel of to Mars were used in days. And also I had a steps to travel duration in days and had to rocket launch of using daytime of example of calculating the data to 30, 2023, and also had 3 days until the delivery, where this function had how many days that I used, what the parameters, and also use the steps. For example, what makes this project very useful is that efficiency of time management, where this function is help streaming schedule for the space deliveries and customer updates, and how to use this usability of the project, where this can be adaptive to handle various time three tasks in the logistic processes, and also use scalability as startup grows. This function is of the foundation tool is can be integrated into larger logistics and platforms. So feel free to test these functions and in the video of the preface of things that I'm now recording to do it. And also the format date is what I also used. I used the calculating landing time where the next I wrote the calculating landing time function. So this one actually calculates when the rocket will land on Mars and it's after launch. So it takes two inputs. The first input, it takes from the launch of rocket launch date time as a daytime object and travel duration in days. And also, I use the time data where days equal travel duration to calculate the total travel time in days. And also I also added time data to the launch data using plus operator. This gave me the exact landing date. And what I did in format is like, as I said before, I used a datetime forms for time startup to convert the timestamp into datetime object. Then I used the str time to format the datetime object into a string based on the format I passed in. So finally, I returned the formatting string where I used. And I also used 3 days until delivery. This last function is a function that I wrote until delivery, which calculates how many days are left until the package arrives for custom. And also, I expect delivery of the current ITD, and how actually this thing works is like I subtract the current date from the expected time delivery, where this gives me time objects. And then I extract this number of days from time that and the days attribute. Then I finally return this number as an integer. So for instance, today in the daytime of the delivery time to the daytime of the from today is like is the distance that I have to make to function so it will return 10. So 10 meaning these are the days until I left the packet arrives. So the functions I use are format date, calculating landing time, and 3 days until delivery. So these are the three functions that we use to make the project. And you can see from the format date, the calculated land time, and the days left until delivery. So in conclude my project, this project lays the group or the groundwork for the scheduling and timing system is that my space logistics startup will rely on by creating reusable functions to format timestamping, calculating landing times, and estimate delivery durations. I've also built essential tools that ensure precision and efficiency in our operation. So this function is that I use may be simple, but the address is critical needs. So allowing me to handle complex schedule tasks with ease. So moving forward, they can scale and integrate it into a large system to support the growth of my business. And also thank you for taking time to watch my presentation. And I hope it gives you insight into how I'm solving what problems with Python. And if you have questions or feedback, you can actually share with me. Thank you.